It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the home team. Taking a look at this home squad, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And tonight, 2 top-tier centers going toe-to-toe. Obviously, the center position has become more.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge on our sidelines, this is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, one of the most dominant players of our generation, Kevin Garnett.
Thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to see you.
A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, he told me they're up against a team that really finishes strong at the rim, and he wanted to get that point across to his players. He wants them to protect the rim with every bit of energy they've got throughout this entire contest. Let's see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And KG, so great to see you. It takes me back. It really does.
A lot of people don't know, man. We got real original ties, man.
Back to the beginning.
95, man. My original man right here.
Here he was, man. You were a thrill a minute, I'll tell you that.
Man,
a thrill a minute.
Now look at us. 21 years later, dog. Man, can you believe
We're still
this?
standing.
We are. They haven't caught on yet. Don't say shh. Keep that to me.
Okay. And there's Al Farouk Aminu, and it's Jang in at the 4-man position. Shot clock at 3. Aminu. It's good. The assist this time from Jack. Geography. Who is the toughest to score against down there?
Listen, I know a lot of people. I've always said Rasheed Wallace. I've always said Tim Duncan. They're probably the 2 that brought the laterally to slide with some of the forwards and some of the more laterally gifted power forwards. And with that, feet together, being able to block shots, challenge the rim, stuff like that. Things that who understands rest, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I'm a person who understands that practice. They're dominant names at the time, Michael Jordan, Elijah Malone. You know, the time where the forward position was a very, very tough position. But Timmy in practice, and then during the games, you know, it's about the product and what you put out on the floor. You know, coaches that have understood. Absolutely. And you know what? That severity, and you play with that importance, and you know, knowing that you're playing for the next guy. So, you know, that's important.
Kevin, when you played, we all know how intense you were, how much you cared. That, to me, was the thing that you cared so much about the product, about your team, about the game. But some people have said that maybe there was a streak of you that was mean is maybe not the right word, but you were overly aggressive. But I don't know how you could have played it.
It's full of talented elites. Night in, night out, you're playing someone that can typically go for 50 easy.
So true.
Quick hands on the steal, and then
looking to end the run. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Man, what's the secrets, man?
I'm following you, watching your advice.
Yeah, right. You've been doing this way, man. Ken, what year is this for you, seriously?
Broadcasting the NBA. 20 years and then 12 years with 2K.
You're a beast, man. You know what I love about 2K, man? To bring the best in for the best. You understand, my dude?
Well, that's why we've got you. But, Kevin, you play this game a lot, don't you? Man, especially when you were young.
Man, listen, man, 2K is it, bro. Hey, there's no other games out here. This is what it is. If you play basketball, if you online, obviously Michael Jordan, and then Chris Webber, Malik Sealy was kind of like the younger generation of my inspiration. Yeah. St. John's was one of the destinations. Michigan was one of my college destinations. So
Pirtle kicks to Sabonis. Nowitzki up top. He picked up 18 points in their last win again.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
Gets it to go from beyond the... And that one comes up a bit short.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
A-Train, he's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. Here's Sabonis. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And after just one quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The home team, they lead by 14. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And Kevin, on the defensive end, his length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Now, here's Capella. He picked up 12 points in their last win again, and it goes down 2 points. That's now 8 points for Dennis Schroeder. The right amount of games for teams to play, or would you like to see the schedule shortened where there's more practice in between, more days of rest, more days to recuperate?
Man, look, awards that you can, this is the NBA. This is what it is. This is the grind of it. And ones that have come before you have done it, just like the ones that's after you is going to do it. This is what it is, bro.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these.
Need something all the time. At some point, you have to put all this together, and you have to make it work for you, and you have to put your spin on it and for how it works for you and your.
Moutier with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari. That shot wide open. Embiid's got.
So let the guys play a little bit. That's just my preference. I'm not a league official, nor do I know flow and momentum. I'm just talking from a fan perspective and watching it.
Yes.
But, as a player, you find things to complain about because that's what a player does when it comes to advantage versus disadvantage. But fourth ref, I don't think it would hurt. To me, it would be about how they were calling it.
Kevin, you were so successful jumping from high school to pros. What do you think about the current situation now, the age of 19, the minimum to go to the draft?
I'm in college to these great institutions to be able to apply some of the things they're learning. So I just think that they need
for basketball.
The basketball players, but they should have the opportunity to take advantage of if you're able to play at 17, 18 like I was. Not saying that every kid's going to have that, but you have all these kids from a skill level and an appetite level. Our game was built off for one to be better than the ones that's come before us. You know what I'm saying? When Lou Alcindor came in here, he was, a.k.a. obviously Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was more encouraged.
4 rebounds and 2 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take.
Can you talk a little bit about that, getting your body ready from the end of one game to play the next game? I mean, I've seen it, but you talk about it.
Yeah, the wellness starts through it with those guys who have been through the trade process and talking to me, getting me to understand my options. And once I understood all my options, then I just had great bones and great history that I don't think the world really knew. We have been knowing each other.
Ooh. That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree.
He's going to put
6 to shoot. It's deflected.
The Vanderbilt alumni always looking to enhance his role over time.
Oh, goodness.
Terrific.
We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Freak's got most of his shots to fall. 6 makes in 9 tries. Azili kicks to Oladipo. Back to Azili. There's the feed to Mbah-a-Moute. And the 3 ball is good. Mbah-a-Moute's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Nowitzki for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Oh, okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
Here's Sabonis. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the home team, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Taking a look at this home squad. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, the way I see it, they're losing this game because they're being out-rebounded. You can't give up this kind of differential and expect to remain competitive. So what do? You commit more guys to the glass, guards included. You make it a priority that if you do ultimately lose this game, it's not because you didn't rebound.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair
here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
Nowitzki gets it to him. Tries from 10. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his fifth basket.
And just carried from being over the limit.
Embiid with a screen on Schroeder. Jang a screen. Aminu, no one around him. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Reggie Jackson, the Boston College Eagle, when he is on the floor, you can see how he acts as a spark plug for his team. Steve, a very creative player whose big strength is getting things going on offense.
And wherever Reggie's been great in that role of catalyst. When he's injured, you can see how the offense changes. Very underrated as a playmaker in this league.
Embiid with a screen on Schroeder. Back to Oladipo. The 3. Cans it from downtown. Oladipo's got 11.
And that's from...
Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Schroeder passes to Nowitzki. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Free throw shooting, not an area he
threes. So I love it, but I know my time is over, but I would love to shoot that many threes.
Count it. Nowitzki's got 10 points in just the second half.
Extended the league, this has been a great period for him offensively.
Jackson kicks to Moutier. Back to Jackson. Screened by Grant. Here's the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jacks up a 3. Sabonis, no good. Being around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives him an edge against physical defense, potential and one.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Right side Jackson. Back to Embiid. To the left side wing. That's good from Moutier on the assist by Embiid. Moutier's... There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Sabonis. Lays it up off the glass. Sabonis has got 6 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Jackson kicks to Embiid. Shoots over Pirtle. And it's Grant in the corner. Moutier passes to Udo. Now here's Embiid. Guarded closely. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Sabonis, guarded by Jackson. Here's Sabonis. It'll count. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the NBA And Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The home team, they're up by 10. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Here's Bargnani. Got a piece of it. Mba Amute with the steal. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Tice, and he slams it one-handed.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried to get off his shot.
You know, going up against size, you know you have to get separation. Nice move from mid-range.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Get 1 of 2.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Grant the pass to Grant. And Oladipo kicks to Grant. Grant sets a screen for Grant. Back to Grant. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Screen by Grant. Dishes it to Grant. Passes it to Mba Amute. And there's the feed to Grant. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there. And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely... Screen by Grant. Over in the corner, Mba Amute hands it from downtown.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Doing well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Schroeder with the ball. Freak dishes to Schroeder. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Mba Amute. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nowitzki, good.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Here's Sabonis, and he banks in the layup.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Sabonis kicks it over to Schroeder. Now the pass to Nowitzki. The shot's good, and the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 9 assists. Jang against Nowitzki. Feeds to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
And Jang kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Capella, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
Aminu with a screen for Jackson. Jang with a screen on Schroeder. Here's Embiid. That shot, no good. Some solid D from Nowitzki. Schroeder against Jackson. Schroeder kicks to Nowitzki. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
And so they get the victory here at home. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Dirk, how are you all able to exploit them inside tonight?
Well, I think our points of pain come more in transition. We got to push the ball. That's where we are best. We're not really a slow, grinded out kind of team, but if we do have to, and it's a slow game, then we got to find a way to penetrate some, make the defense collapse, and finish around the basket some. I was able to get in there some, so that was big for us, play inside out.
Yeah, you really had that defense moving tonight, Dirk. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.